Okay guys, it's load shedding. Yeah. You know what? Vlog time. Yeah, let's do that. We all love heroes, right? We love superheroes. I love the superheroes. And we all hate the villains, right? The antagonist. But we at least love one. We have to at least love a villain and understand their point of view. Like seriously. Like I watched The Bad Guys. If you haven't watched it, like it's a really cool animated movie. It's like DreamWorks just does everything right. Like that movie is really good, like in terms of the storyline, and like it's about the bad guys and like their point of view, how they are seen in the world, and you really sympathize for them. You have to see their point of view. Like you kind of sympathize for them sometimes, and at times mostly it's like, what are they doing? You hate them, like blah blah blah. Yeah, like they're gonna terrorize the whole world, like they're gonna kill somebody. Like in reality, you have to see their trauma, how maybe you can relate to them and see their perspective, like you kind of see their way. Maybe they are right in a way. Oh, sorry, intro. Thank you. Please guys, stop it. It's too much. So I recently discovered this tweet. I mean, I had to retweet it. So yeah, follow me on Twitter if you are on Twitter. Like Twitter doesn't get enough respect. I mean, it's alright. I mean, Instagram's obviously better, but yeah. Moving on. The tweet said, if I have to go through any more character development, my character is gonna develop into a villain. That's facts though. Like that's a real factual, like a fact. Like you really turn into a villain once you realize like there's a lot of things, like as you grow up, there's a lot of stuff that happens to you. Like you just have to become a villain. You just have to become that guy, maybe the Tommy Shelby in your life. Like especially for guys, like don't let anyone push you over. That tweet made me think of the quote from The Dark Knight. If you didn't watch The Dark Knight, you have to watch The Dark Knight. I mean, seriously, why aren't you watching those type of movies? Why didn't you? I mean, yeah. So the quote in that movie, Harvey Dent, who is two-faced, a villain, says, well, this is before he becomes a villain. Well, you either die to be a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Like that sticks with you guys. Like, talking about the villain, they always are seen as this negative side, but you kind of have to have sympathy for them sometimes once you see their backstory. Like when you look at the hero, like the world does them wrong and they try to make the world a better place. But with the villain, like the world did them wrong and now they're gonna do the world wrong. Like, you know, it's very Joker like Joker brings chaos. Every villain brings chaos, and you see from their perspective, you see what Joker goes through. I mean, we all love Joker, even though he's a villain. He's like this iconic character. Every single person that has voiced this character or portrayed this character, as every actor literally brought its own unique style. You have a criminal, you have this anarchist, you have a psycho person that's just sitting in the bus laughing. That dance on the stairs just is amazing. Like so iconic. When you watch these movies, you have to understand from an acting standpoint, like it's really cool to be a villain rather than a hero, because there's so much you can do. And then coming back to their perspective, you know, you see some of them, you have to realize as you grow up that most of them have a point. Like they make a point. Like you look at what Thanos did. Thanos wiped out half of the population with the Infinity Stones, and I mean, he was right in a way. I mean, like population growth, like the population is too much, and then there's not enough, and I mean, you have to be realistic. I mean, it's inevitable. Yeah, don't hate me now. I'm speaking the truth here. Oh yeah, you're rude. Thanos was wrong. Thanos was wrong. And then you get those cool. You have cool villains though. You have to admit, like they are cool villains that you really think you sometimes rooting for them. Like I mean, look at Killmonger. I mean, the coolest villain, you like a black guy killing that role. Like I mean, seriously.
You can't blame him for what he done though, for how he acted. I mean, they killed his father.
I found my daddy with panther claws in his chest. You ain't the son of a king, you a son of a murderer.
And the one thing about being a villain is that you are hated. But when you are hated, that means you're doing something right.
Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good.
I mean, like, look at the saying, haters make you greater. I mean, look at Kanye, Chris Brown, Donald Trump, Dave Chappelle, Ben Shapiro, Myron Gaines, Andrew Tate, me. Maybe someone doesn't like me. I know someone doesn't like me at all. Someone probably watches my videos and is like, they don't like it at all. That's fine. I don't care. I'm a villain. That's cool.
I'm too good.
When a person is a villain, that means they are speaking their mind. They are really getting out their perspective, and sometimes that's their philosophy and you might be against it, but they are accomplishing it. Like some villains accomplish their objective in life. I mean, look at Kanye. Kanye says whatever he wants. He says whatever he wants and people don't like him, but there's still people that still love him and listen to his music. Like he's probably the most hated, probably one of the most hated persons ever on earth. I mean, because of what he is and what he does, what he says. But I mean, he's a goat, really.
Don't tell me about being likable.
I mean, you look at Breezy. I mean, Chris Brown is really hated after everything that he's done. I mean, but he's still doing music and he's still loved. He's still making music. He's still performing. He's still putting out his talent, and people still love him. They still listen to him. I mean, look at every villain. Every villain has supporters. Every super villain has an army. You telling me they're just there because they're forced to be there? No. In life, if you're gonna be a villain, you have to make it cool. Like, be the best villain in life. What I mean is, don't try and be nice and seek for validation. Just be who you are. I mean, but just don't be psycho. Don't be American Psycho like Patrick Bateman, which is a cool movie, by the way. I mean, I love that movie. One of my favorite movies in terms of acting performance. Insane. Like, you would think I'm crazy, but that is an amazing movie. Like, I literally was rooting for him. Like, kill that person, and keep on killing that, keep on shooting these people. Yeah. The way I see it, I think it's literally like, symbolically for me, it's like people are in your way and you just have to wipe them out. Not literally kill them, but just be who you are and just kill it. Just do what you want and just don't be stupid. Like, don't be the Raji P. Henson in acrimony stupid. Like, the females are gonna be commenting after this. But if you look from an acting perspective, like being a bad guy or an antagonist, there's a lot you can basically do. Like, every single actor that has played a villain, they literally killed it. And look at Denzel in Training Day, that iconic scene. King Kong ain't got. That's yeah. So basically, all I'm saying is, if you're gonna first judge a villain, see it from their perspective. You don't have to agree, but just sometimes you can be misunderstood, which is have to see from their point of view, and they just need guidance. Like, you know, the world would be a better place if all the villains in the world were helped. Like, the Joker wouldn't be terrorizing everywhere, killing people. Shang should have had help. She wouldn't have joined Sulco and now been one of the coolest villains in a TV show, an animated TV show. I love that show. Arcane. If you didn't watch the show, you have to check it out. Like, Arcane is an insane show. Like, I don't play League of Legends or any of the games, but that show was just... And that's it for the video, guys. Let me know what your favorite villain is, if you have one. It can be a Marvel villain, DC. You can say a Marvel villain or DC villain. You can say even a villain outside of a superhero movie. My favorite Marvel villain is definitely Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe, who killed that role. I'm talking about the Tobey Maguire movies before No Way Home. My favorite DC villain has to be Vandal Savage. He's just so cool and so slick. Like, he's so powerful and strong. Like, if you watch Young Justice, like season 3, man, he was both different. Outside of Marvel and DC, I would say DiCaprio in Django. I mean, that scene of just going on while he broke his hand, and he's just the GOAT. DiCaprio is the GOAT.
Hey! Lay your palms flat on that tabletop!
And that's it for the video, guys. Subscribe, share, comment, and that's it. Bye.
I'm sorry, daytime television. I'm sorry for the realness.